I'm really enjoying, despite everything being different, it still stays the same. You know, it's like Clint when he did his Nier Automata analysis and say how even though things are the same, there's different changes happening within an anomaly of time. So, like I said, this could be just another time route that Accord herself, the android, is just observing, and we're just having it, seeing it happen, you know, in real time. That's what could be happening right now because you're seeing these differences from Pascal, from hell, even a meal. The thing we see of a meal is, we see, like, it kind of sucks. I was really hoping we would get to see the lunar tier side quests, which a lot of people believe it should be part of the main quest. They at least have more hints about the previous Nier game. But instead, he's stuck in a tree. So, like I said, this is a different kind of timeline. Instead of being a merchant going around selling stuff, and he has this secret home that you go to, and you can steal from it until you fight him. It's a level 99 boss. So I also get around and get the other boss level when you collect all the weapons and upgrade them all. So there's that as well. But yeah, things are hitting differently. Like we do another side quest, which is also part of the main missions that we have in the game. So not only are we visiting the kingdom in the forest, but we're also looking for the little robot sister, who's very, very big. And we're seeing how 2B has a softer side, and some may say it's just her atoning for her past sins. For the anime onlys, there's no anime onlys here. You play the game of Nier Automata, so you know why she's doing this for her past sins. Just as fine as she has some semblance of being a good person, despite what she has to do in every single timeline. So in this one, they have a lot of philosophical talk because you're with Pascal. But of course, most of the missions are philosophical. Most of them, not all of them. Pascal telling them about, about the value of life, value of a machine and androids, and also how androids are starting to become, machines are starting to become more different. They're advancing in a different way. See, a machine's true purpose is to destroy the machine life forms. The original purpose created by aliens was to destroy humanity. But something happened. So many years have passed, and the machines haven't heard from their masters in a long time. So what they're doing now is just finding some place of purpose. Just like in Kingdom Hearts, where with the nobodies lost their heart. They intimidate their previous emotions. But as all things, it'll come looking for a replacement. Or sooner or later, they would gain their heart back, one way or another. With these machines, they lost their purpose. But now they're looking for another one, whether it's a peaceful village, creating a kingdom, a cult, or even guarding or protecting wildlife. Machines will find some way to replace their purpose, as all things do. Most people can't stand there and not do nothing, despite how much they may brag about it. It's kind of impossible. But anyway, with that being said, he also talks about how another talk we had actually inside the resistance camp with a dude who only original body part was one of his legs. Everything else of him was completely um, exchanged in. So he was wondering if he would lose this one leg of his, would he still be him? So the same question happened again, but this time with Pascal, instead of like member in resistance camp. And it was telling about how they switch up body parts and make modifications all the time. And then it was saying if you remove a bird's wings, if it's still a bird. If you remove antlers from a deer, will it still be a deer? Good question. Technically, yes. So, if a human being loses parts, it's still a human being. Some humans are born without legs or arms and other things, but they're still human, you know? So it's more of that to a defining trait, I will say. And things are differently. Because this time, Pascal is with us. And Pascal isn't with us when we're fighting within the robot village, the kingdom, I mean. He's not with us at all. Nor are we looking for a little sister. We actually find a little sister in the desert. We got her back home. And there, she's talking about children and stuff, where children come from. And Nine S is kind of nervous of telling her where children come from. That's what happens in the game. But I guess you can best explain this by playing Dragon Guard 3, where each timeline within Dragon Guard 3, you see Zero going on a different ending of the quest in a way. Things are different in each timeline that you play within Dragon Guard 3. Sometimes Mikhail's with her advance, sometimes number 2 is the final boss. Zero becomes a flower on Mikhail's eye. A lot of things change within the timelines of Dragon Guard 3. You know, they're not different routes, but they're different timelines. So in a way, this is what this Nier Automata anime is, and which my theory was correct about this anime, is that it will have a different timeline of things happening. So I'm wondering at the end of the show of the Nier series, will we see a chord closing a book or saying record complete or something like that? It's a big, big possibility. So they find the little sister, and something different happens. Instead of her talking about the where children comes from, or getting her back to the village, instead we see her getting engaged to one of the citizens of the kingdom, which is like, oh, I didn't see that coming. Once again, another difference that did not happen in the video game that we play. This does not happen at all. But here we are, proving things are drastically changing and stuff. But yet, I believe they'll still stay the same nonetheless. Now, we do get to see the origins of the kingdom, you know, in a way simplified. I still like it better in the video game this time than I do with the anime. But yes, a giant machine life form created the kingdom with other machine life forms. But however, he was in the game. I believe he was injured in battle. In the anime, he gave away his life force for the kingdom. But in the same route, they put his memories into a baby machine life form and wanted to see it grow. But however, the machines don't realize that machine babies don't grow. You just build them more upgradable bodies. But they didn't know that, so they watched over the child for years. But the kingdom kind of fell into ruin, and the king was forced to watch this happen and can't do anything about it, which kind of sucks. Like, damn. But then the part, it goes back to being the same, with A2 showing up and telling them that it's command that has betrayed you, not her. So there's that as well. We finally see A2, the anomaly, you would say, the singularity when it comes to the Yoko Taro verse. Why is she a singularity? Well, of course, in the books, it is said that A2 has the memories of Kaine. And Kaine, in a way, say, is that world's zero. It's that world zero. So you have Zero from Dragon Guard, the one that started all this. Then you have Kaine, the other world's zero. And finally, you have A2, where you finally have the machine version of Kaine. So, kind of no matter what happens, it seems like when Kaine or Zero appears in the Yokoverse, it means a great drastic change is about to happen. You know, it has always interested me. So I'm wondering, will in the next Yoko Taro mainline game, if he still wants to continue on with the Nier series, will Kaine/Zero be reincarnated again as someone else? Another big anomaly change. This always seems to happen with this kind of character. He's very fascinated with her. and wants to bring her in every journey with a different kind of name, but the same personality. Foul mouth, aggressive, cold hearted on the outside, but kind of kind on the inside. You know, it's very interesting character. I see like a lot of people like this character. I still prefer Zero more than anything, even though they're technically kind of the same character, but Zero is just Zero Zero. I've been looking for a good figurine of hers everywhere. There is one, but expensive people, really expensive. Well, anyways, I think I'll end it here. It was very, very fascinating seeing this all play out and stuff, and I'm wondering how much will change and how much will stay the same towards the end. I'm looking forward to it. So that being said, I'll leave it here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, of course, hit that bell icon. This has been the background. I'm Anime. Signing out.